Hi everybody, how's it going? I figured it's time for another update because today's the 10th, which means that yesterday Neema turned 3 months. Yay! My girl's getting big and big because we went today to the one doctor's office and they weigh her and she's now 5 kilos 360, which is like whoa. That means that because we went to I say one doctor's office because we went to another one last week, and last week she weighed 4 kilos 935, so she almost gained half a kilo in a week. That's like okay. But they haven't said anything if it's normal, if it's not normal, do I have to put on like a diet or something. So yeah, you can see her there in the background. She's a little bit difficult today because she had a second vaccine, yeah. And though it went really well, it was really like, oh, she started crying. Well, actually she started yelling like, ah, and then like, oop, and she stopped. So I was really like, whoa, that's my girl. But she's having a hard time now. She's like crying a little bit and it's hard to make her stop, hard to calm her down, so poor little girl. Anyway, what had happened the past month, apart from gaining a lot of weight? I'm not breastfeeding anymore. I think I'm gonna make a whole separate post about it because there was a whole drama about it. And so for the past 2 weeks now, she's been on the bottle completely and entirely. And I think it was a happy decision. I know for one that I'm feeling a lot better. I'm so happy, but like I said, that'll be a whole separate post about it. Neema is doing good, except that for a couple of past weeks we've had like loads of things happening. For example, I wear hearing aids. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I got one in each ear, and I was probably born that way, though we don't really know why I have that problem. But this is something that we mentioned when she was still at the hospital. So they did a first hearing test, and then they sent us off to another hospital where they did one of these tests that you have to leave the baby for an hour with some nurse, and the nurse does this special testing. And initially everything looks fine, but then last week we went to the doctor that is at the hospital, and basically the doctor that into whose arm she was born practically, and she said several things. First of all, the hearing test, apparently they found a little something. Now she didn't tell what this little something was, which means that next week we're gonna have to go and do another test. Yay. And then she said, I can hear like a slight heart murmur. Did you mention this last time? I'm like, no. We'll just listen again next time. So, okay. And today when we went to the other doctor, the doctor didn't hear anything, so we'll see about that. Then last week, like I said, she weighed 4 kilos 935, and the doctor goes like, oh, well, I think she's a little too big for her size. So she, for lengthwise, and you know, every time you go, they measure like the head, the skull, and she thought that in proportion to her length and the skull, she's too big. So she wanted us to take a meeting, set up a meeting with a genes specialist. Now, when she was in neonatal, one came and had a look at her because of her feet, to find out maybe there was something going on with our genes, maybe something got like crosswired, I don't know. Who had a look at her and said that everything's fine, you don't have to worry about anything. And so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go and see this person again, but I don't know, really weird. And today, of course, they didn't say anything. They just said, oh, she's gained weight, that's really good, and she looks good and all, so weird. And then a little less fun thing happened because we got this baby monitoring, those 2 plates that you put under the mattress, that basically whenever you pick up the baby and you forget to turn it off, or if the baby stops breathing, the alarm goes off. and well, the alarm went off, and so we got kind of really scared about it. So we mentioned it to the doctor last week, and she set up a sleeping test for us. So Friday I went into the hospital with Neema, and we slept there, and they glued like loads of electrodes on her heart, on her belly, right next to the eye, one here, under the chin, on the forehead, behind the ears, and all over her head for a little thing. And then they put like this tube sock over, like with a cutout for the head, and she was so not comfortable. And here's the thing, Neema is a really easy kid, knock on wood, but she is. And so when I have to calm her down, it's fairly easy to do so. And that was so hard because she was really crying, trying to fall asleep, and she was so tired, but she was so uncomfortable, and it was so difficult to pick her up because every time you pick her up, you got like 1,000 cables coming with you, so you have to like take it all with you. Man, so I didn't sleep that much that night, and neither did she. But they called yesterday and said that all is okay, her heart rate's good, she sleeps good. Yes, she has apnea, but like all babies do, and you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, that's cool. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna forget loads of things that I should have mentioned, but I don't want to make a two-parter. And if I come up with something, I still have the breastfeeding video to do. So but yeah, she's really getting more and more awake now, and oh, and she smiled to me for the first time now, like a couple of days ago, because she's been smiling a lot, and she's like, you can see that she's getting like totally super excited when you play around with her. Yeah, she's all cute and all, but I'm tired. Now that we're in a bottle, she sleeps, well, she wakes up like every 4 hours, so that's really good. But still, I'm tired. I like need a holiday or something. But one good thing is that I am at home with her until end of October, maybe even beginning of November. So that's really good. So I'll have some time to rest out. So yeah. Oh, and my like linea nigra is starting to fade, and well, here's the odd thing. I'm really happy about the linea nigra, and I really like it, and I'm so proud of having it there. And it's starting to fade, and I'm really like, oh. I even thought that maybe I should like tattoo it back on or something, but I think that would be a little bit extreme. But yeah, it's fading. So and I think I might be having my period, but I'm not really sure about that. So I'm gonna have to go and find out. Though I am gonna take a meeting, set up a meeting with my house doctor to get back on the pill. I wanted to get an IUD? Yeah, that's how you call them. But I can't because of my double uterus. Because I asked my gynecologist, and he said, well, actually, no, you can't get it done. I go, why? What? Well, because we can put it in, but you can always get pregnant on the other side. Okay. Let's not do that then. Oh, and I want to say a big thank you to, I'm sorry if I don't get your name wrong, right? Sexy Hexy Mama. Thank you so much for the super nice message you wrote me. I wanted to reply to it, but I couldn't figure out how to comment on it. So thank you so much. It meant so much for me, and I hope everything goes well for you too. So yeah. And I got a few new subscribers too, so thank you to those too. Hope you keep enjoying my videos. And yeah, that's it, I think, for this video. Neema is 3 months old now, and heavy, and cute. And I'll see you for the breastfeeding video. Bye!